Hello everyone, welcome to Builder by Behind the Scenes. I'm Gil Boyd, I'm your host. I want to thank you for joining us. We're going to show you another way to do an overhead shot that I think is a little bit more complete, a little more professional, gets it up out of the way. About a year ago we did a video about how to do overhead, and it was great as far as it went, but with that mount hitting me in the face like that, it was only good for small areas. We needed something that when we change shots from a close-up to something like this, where we can still do an overhead shot and still be able to not have anything in the way. So that way we can see what we want to see, what's on the table, as well as we can look at our audience without having anything in our way. And I'm going to show you how we do that. I'm going to go look at B&H. I'm going to show you 3 items. The 4th item I'm going to show you that takes it an extra step, because if you do a lot of this, it makes a whole lot of sense, and that's using the Kessler Kwik release mounts. So first we'll start with the basic parts from the ground up. There's 3 items you're going to need. Number 1, you're going to want the Kupo Runway stand base. You've got to have the base. Again, we're going from the ground up. Number 2, the stand. You're going to need the Kupo 40-inch riser C-stand turtle base kit. That's a 3-piece kit. You've got the base, which is removable. You've got the stand, and that stand will fit on the mobile base. And then you've got the support arm. That support arm is what's going to hold this whole thing up. You get an idea what you're looking at. The base is not too expensive. The light stand, these light stands are heavy duty, they're bulletproof, and they're heavy. But this is the way to shoot this with. And then the 3rd item that makes all this work, which is the key, the Kupo 5/8" 16mm receiver with 3/8 by 16 threads. Now you can use the other mount that has the smaller threads like you would normally put on a camera, but we're not putting this directly on the camera. We're going to put the Kupo 5/8" receiver on a Kessler Kwik release receiver. It makes for a much more elegant, more efficient, easier to get around and move. And if you're limited on your use of cameras, or if you have to move stuff around a lot, this is the most efficient way to keep your equipment safe and to keep your equipment up where you can get the view we're on. Now, the camera we're using for overhead is a Canon XA15. It's a great camera. I love the shots. What I don't like about it is it doesn't work with the remote like the XA35 did, but it has the land-sea controller, which we have hooked up. We've got a video about a land-sea controller if you want to know about that. But I want to show you the details on how this all goes together. We're going to take that piece and we're going to put that to the Kessler Kwik release receiver. And I want to use this with the larger thread instead of the smaller thread. So this is a handy piece to have. And the way this goes together, now there's a nut on there and a nice big thread, and that just goes together. I'm going to do this very quickly because what I do is I go a step further and I take and get a flat washer, a large flat washer that'll fit that to give me a little bit more surface area when this goes in. And then what I do is I figure out where that needs to be as far as I can get it, as deep as I can go with it, and get as much thread on it as I can. And what I want to have is my mount with my hole pointed. So what I'll need to do is get a wrench to tighten that, but I want to show you real quick what I'm talking about. Now I'm going to take the camera and I'll show you what that looks like overhead from where I'm standing for a point of view. Now the camera that's above me, I'm going to use another camera to take a picture of it, and I'll show you what this looks like. With these parts put together, that allows me to do a quick release on the camera, which is just this simple. Once you embrace the Kessler, it's just, you know, there I am. So I can go anywhere with this. It does everything I need. And because up or down, now this still happens to have the button on here for the cotton device, but the camera will not fall out of here. That's what I like about it. So everything is pretty well set. What's crucial is I put a washer on here to lock this down, and I'm going to show you what this looks like. So that's what we're looking at. This is a G40 looking at an XA15. And you can see the way that mount's put together and how that sits up there. So that's the easy way to do an overhead shot. We hope you found that interesting. Thanks for watching a little tidbit. It's probably something you may not have thought of in that way, but it's always about, you just have to think a little bit. So I want to thank you for watching. This is Builder by Behind the Scenes. My name is Gil Boyd, and we've got some more stuff we're going to be showing. Next video is probably going to be the Rode Go mic that we've been talking about. Thumbs up will be appreciated. Have a great day. We look forward to seeing you in the next video. You guys are amazing. Thank you.